Hi, hello, how are you? Welcome to yet another episode of the IHNDY series. As usual, growth is our business, and conversations such as these are part of the tools that we use to actualize that end. Sam Nabule is my name, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always supporting us. If you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with your friends so that together we can rise, together we can learn, together we can grow. Now, in this episode, we are going to be talking about something that has been lost for years progressively, and we are striving to bring it back. There have been very many attempts to bring it back with fellas like, no, I won't mention names for legal purposes, but we're also trying to have a conversation around that and see how we can come back and reclaim what has been ours for years. Ladies and gentlemen, today we talk about masculinity, and with me here is someone who is passionate about that and will walk us through that content. So, karibu sana, mister.
Thank you so much.
Good to have you here and to speak about this topic that on something that we seem to have lost through the years. Now, you mind introducing yourself?
No, I don't mind. My name is Emmanuel Mabango. I can say I'm really passionate about masculinity because it's something that keeps evolving. The moment you think you know it is when you realize you don't know it. Because with this current generation, everyone thinks or everyone perceives they know a lot about masculinity. And the moment you think you've figured it out yet, the next thing you know is I got it wrong. So you have to go back to the drawing board and try to figure it all out. Many people are talking about masculinity nowadays. A lot of people are talking about masculinity nowadays. Everyone has their own version of masculinity. But I tend to believe the goal is the same.
Okay. What's your version of masculinity? What's your understanding? How will you try to unwrap it to somebody who's new to the topic?
The end game is living a comfortable life. The end game is living by your own means. And the end game is living peacefully with those around you.
Okay, you brought three concepts here. There is one, comfort, which you'll have to explain what it is to you. Then there's the idea of living by your own rules, which kicks everyone else out. Then the final one is peace. Peace with yourself and peace with others, those around you. Let's begin with comfort. When does a man say he is comfortable in the line of masculinity?
I believe a man says he's comfortable when he's just about the decisions that he makes. I believe in some way masculinity always drives its way towards the male gender. Being a man, as it said, it's not easy. So the comfort comes in when you are comfortable with the decisions that you make, so that you don't get to question yourself or to regret on the decisions you made. You see, because for men, I tend to see in this generation, for men, no one comes to save you, man.
Yeah, sure. You're on your own.
No
All
one
that you
comes
have
to save you, man. Yeah, so for the ladies, your spouse can help you. He can come in and help you.
But the equation can't change.
But the equation can't change. See, for man, it's you and you. Mtu akikuomba msaada hawezi kuomba, hawezi omba ikifatana.
Yes.
So you have to make decisions that will make you be comfortable with the life that you live.
Okay, so that's comfort. Let's talk about living by your own rules as a basic tenet of masculinity. What will that mean for you?
Okay, I can still link it to the comfort, because this is where you're not moved by whatever is happening around you.
Okay, what does that mean exactly? I don't want to misinterpret whatever you're saying.
Like, my opinion about you doesn't change what you do.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
You see, you are living by your own rules, so that you don't do something that mano amesema fulani sema amesema hivyo, then I need to do it this way. No, if you're okay with whatever you're doing, man, you go hard and you do it the way it should be, and it should be the right way, of course, because you know the end game. You're doing something because of something you have looked as the end game of it, right?
Okay, yeah. Then I think peace with the self and peace with others. Yeah, that makes sense. Or you want to expound it a little bit?
Basically, it's the same thing, because religion is there to make us live in a peaceful way, live the way God wants us to live with love, live with everyone the way you would want them to live with you. So for me, I believe masculinity comes in somewhere there.
Now, let me just bring you back a little bit on the comfort bit. As you've said, as a man, you're all that you have. No one's coming to save you. You've got to push, keep pushing. And you've mentioned categorically something about dependence. That unlike everyone else, we seem to be dependent on ourselves, and that is greatly influenced by the decisions we make every day. At what point do you draw the line between that kind of dependence and isolation? Because I tend to think psychologically, isolation is a vice, because in a space of sociology, by nature we are social beings, and in as much as we might be talking of financial dependence, that's one thing, but also psychological dependence is another, social dependence is another, religious dependence is another. So at what point do you draw the line between the comfort that you're talking about, independence, but also these other kinds of dependence as a man?
The comfort I'm talking about is when, for we men growing up, there are people we look up to, right? We have our parents, we have our older brothers, older uncles. These are people, or we have role models. See, these are people we have to depend on. Actually, we depend on them.
Yeah.
Because these are people, when we are down, we go and talk to them. These are people you can open up to. These are people you can seek guidance on. Because as men, I believe you really need to have one, someone who you can talk to about anything.
So if I'm hearing you well, you're saying real masculinity lies in knowing when to reach out.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's okay.
Yes.
Let's talk about situations where we know people in our hometowns who they don't give an ish about anything and anyone around. We know them. In my hometown, I have a lot of those. And looking at them, one would confuse that for masculinity. Why? Because they muscle their way through everything and anything. The idea of consultation doesn't make sense to them. The idea of teamwork doesn't make sense to them. The idea of coexisting doesn't make sense to them at all. For them, they live by their own rules. They live by their own means. At what point do you also draw that line between one who is not bothered by other people's opinion on what they are, but also one who muscles their way through life regardless of what the people around them feel about them?
Remember when we started, I said everyone is trying to figure out what masculinity is.
Yeah.
See, and it depends with the environment, or where you come from, or the people you work with, the people around you all the time. Because in a normal setup, let's say a school setup, we found people from different places. So different places. He might be doing something, then you want, what's this guy doing? For him, he's very comfortable doing that.
Yes.
But he doesn't understand that you are from a different background, you're from a different place. So he doesn't know if you're comfortable with it or not. So it's the same with the masculinity. Because even we talk about stoicism, you'll find someone who will tell you that masculinity is about being yourself, enabling yourself to be vulnerable among people. And then there's another one who will come and tell you, no, masculinity is about knowing that you're a man. You should not show your weakness. Vulnerability is weakness.
Yeah.
So very many people have their own perceptions about it. Because you'll find these people, for them growing up, they know what if they have to get something, they have to go for it full force. They don't care what people will say or how people will judge them. See, and there are those people who believe to get things the right way, the way they should get it, which at times seems to be hard, but the goal is to live normally. You see, so if I take this by force, it will be mine and no one will tell me anything. At the end of the day, I'm the one living my own life. For them, that's masculinity. You find another and say, no, I have to get this thing the right way. I can't, if it's an election, I can't pay, I can't bribe, I can't to get my way to the top.
So in that sense, who's living masculinity rightly?
It's a good question. It's a good question.
Okay, while you're still pondering about it, men have become weak these days. It's a fact. And there are always these conversations everywhere about it. And we are trying to be, because, you know, there's this famous quote ladies normally use on us, that men used to go to war.
Yeah.
These days men are crying in front of
Men used to go at heart.
Exactly. So we are trying to, in as much as we're not trying to go back to war and stuff, but we're trying to be men. I love what Robert Burale is doing in his campaign about this masculinity. In your opinion, with the experience you have, the knowledge you have, and the passion you have about men getting back to be menning, how does one build masculinity for someone, a young adult out there who's confused, doesn't know what to do, but wants to get there, wants to, you know, get to the alpha male? What practical things can he do to enable him to be there?
Men have to build men.
Okay.
See, let's start there. Men have to build men.
All right.
And by that I mean we should have someone you talk to. You should have a role model. Be it your father, be it your uncle, be it your older brother, be it someone who's older than you. Because for me, I believe traditions made us men. Traditions made us men. Because yes, it's true, men used to hunt. In traditions, that's what they used to do. You go out and hunt, man. Women, they had their choices. See, men, they used to sit as men and talk manly things, what they're supposed to do, how they're supposed to carry themselves out. It was really important, man, and you are losing that as generations go by. We are losing that. And see, we lose our traditions, we lose ourselves. That's the point of vulnerability. That's where it comes in. See, when you sit with your role model or someone you look up to, this is a place where, as a man, you can be vulnerable, and he'll tell you things the way they are. There's a time I was told to man up and move on. I think I was in high school. There's a time I was in high school. They mvunjwa roho unakuja niambe. No, ile unakuja. Yeah, he can see it. He said adapt and move on. Yes. See. I've never forgotten it since then. You adapt and move because these things happen. And when they happen, there's a way you have to tackle them. You don't have to go out crying to everyone that, yeah, you know, this happened, this happened. No, you are a man. You see? So masculinity teaches you to resilience. It teaches you to be calm. It teaches you patience. For me, I see it that way. And for it, we really have to stick to the traditions as men. To enable masculinity the way I understand it, you have to stick to the traditions. I don't have to be rude. I don't have to not to be understanding, but I just have to do things the way they need to be done. Not showing vulnerability, not being swayed by what people are saying, but I know what I'm doing is right. The end game is right. I think that's the way to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Men need to build men. So you're talking about mentorship from someone older than you, someone who can communicate that masculine tradition into you. There are men who, for one reason or another, don't have the opportunity to get that. You find someone, maybe they're not in good terms with the dad or the paternal family, or where they are all, you know, the same age. And what's the way out for them?
I think we are surrounded by people, man. And as men, there's one person you have ever looked up to. You've just seen him, you say, hey, I want to be like this guy. You say, I want to live the way this guy is. I like the way he lives. I want to know more about it. Of course, at times it's hard to approach someone and tell me how he did it. But there's a way you start. Starting a conversation and striking it up, showing interest. You know, once you show interest in something or something someone is doing, I think 8 out of 10 will not be ashamed of mentoring you, right?
I was actually surprised. There's a time I attended a seminar on masculinity and man mentorship, and the presenter just told us, you try it out. One day just approach any man and tell him you need guidance. They're always happy to help. 9 out of 10 times they're always happy to help.
Yeah, sure.
Just that we don't seem to have that courage to reach out. But once you reach out, man, you'll be surprised. There are very many people who are always willing to help. Now, maybe as you conclude, there is the idea of coexistence. You know, there are a lot of conversations online on, you know, men against women. You've probably seen posts. Good morning, that gender that killed Jesus or something. Then the men will respond, good morning, that gender that gave Adam the forbidden fruit.
Yeah, it talks to the serpent.
So there are always these wars. And funny enough, last week, I was actually having this conversation with a friend of mine. You know, online, men are always bashing women, women are always bashing men. And nobody, like, wants to embrace marriage or something. But last week, there was a report that was released by the government that there are a lot of people lining up at the registrar of marriages. Then you're wondering, who are these men fighting online that we can't get married? Now, my question is, how do we strike that balance that we can live our masculinity, yet still have a lot of respect for our counterparts, the women, the ladies? Because for most men, masculinity means the ladies are second-class citizens, which I don't think is supposed to be the case. So how do we strike that balance between living out your masculinity but also doing it in a way that is respectful to women and children?
Masculinity comes from our traditions. The way men used to build men those days. Like I say, men should keep continuing building men. Because in the olden days, I believe men respected women. Despite the fact that you'd find one man, he has several wives, but at least he was respectful enough to build each one of them a house, a homestead, and take care of them. You see? Because I don't think marrying several women has a problem, because we see the Muslims, they allow that up to a certain number. And only if you can take care of all of them. You see? Then for us Christians, we are entitled to one. Which you have to take care of her. You see? And with masculinity of those days, they used to teach you on what you are supposed to do. If I want to marry, you'll find my father will be very supportive.
Even the uncles will come.
Yeah, even the uncles will come. Even your father will even help you with the bride price. Bride price, because they did that. Wanautolea ng'ombe, you take it there, and you see, it was a process that was very well arranged. Even nowadays, even for the women's side, for them, she'll tell you, hey, I have to introduce you at home. See, and when you go there, they tell you, no, you're not going to take our daughter. You have to bring a few cows.
Actually, just hold that thought. You know, with my line of work, I get to have some opportunities which I'm very grateful for. So just last week, a very good friend of mine, he's old by far. He's like my grandfather, okay, where I'm working there. And he told me, hey, Sam, I have a little celebration at home. Can you create some time and come? I didn't know what it was all about. So I said, yeah, sure, I'll create some time and come. And so I showed up. Guess what it was? Dowry negotiation. Imagine I was the youngest in that room. The kinds of things I was hearing in that room. Hey, I was like, okay, so this is how these people do this.
It's never easy. It's never easy.
And it was interesting that even the man was not in the picture. It was the dad of the girl and the uncles. Then the uncles and the dad of that man. The man himself wasn't there.
Yeah, even if you're there, you won't talk.
Yeah, you won't talk anything.
You see, these are the things that they build homes.
Yes.
You see? If a girl tells me, no, you have to come to a place, you have to know my parents, you go there, the uncle says, no, lazima ng'ombe ikuje ikojoe hapa, ndio mtoto atoke. You see? Because once you do that, hata kama mlikuwa mnakaa na yeye, ataanza kujificha, ataanza kaa home ndio wasianze kushuku. You see? And once you bring a few cows, they release her. You are free to live with her. You see? If we stick to that, I think it will reduce the number of fatherless children or single marriages. Unapata dema kwa mtu peke yake ama, you see? Because nikipata dema, hey, cheki, you come to coexist. Because at times it happens. Campo these things do. Unapata hata amemaliza chuo lakini haendi. She's still there. You're there with her.
And you're stuck in a marriage of convenience.
Yeah, imefika hapo. Then ukipata mtu huyu mkosane ndio hivyo, the guy moves on. Umeona? Then but kama angekuwa amecommit, ndio nenda kwa duka na kuambia swache basi. I show utarudi. So I think if we stick to our cultures, masculinity will really be a thing. I know kila mtu akona version yake ya masculinity. There's someone atasikia hapo sasa hata watu wako wanaongelea masculinity, but you see, let's take it back to the olden days. Let's keep our traditions. Find someone who understands your tradition and let them guide you through. Masculinity si kuonyesha mimi ni alpha, kuna kitu dem anaweza ni show. No, it's not about that. Because for our ladies, we have to respect them. Because we need them.
We do.
We need them. Because without them, atuko.
True. Now, a last one. You are a dad, right?
Yes,
and you got a really beautiful kid here. Rom is his name. Now, what can young fathers like you do to make sure that the men they are raising don't end up becoming weaklings? Because these days tunaambiwa, disciplining a child, watu wa human rights washatokea hapo, doing such and such, watu wa child protection washatokea. Then the argument is, we raise these children softly, and they end up becoming the soft people we raise them to be. But if we need men of resilience, men who can, you can leave your home and you're sure that my son is there, I'll take care of the mom, take care of the other siblings. Getting that seems to be a little bit rare these days, especially in the town setups. So, what do you think young fathers like you can do to ensure that their kids, their sons specifically, are raised to be men?
For the kids, you don't have to do everything for your kids. Of course, be there for them. Let them try. Let them have their moments. Wacha wajaribu walemewe. Of course, unaweza msaidia. Sindio? Because with Rome, at times, I always let him do things the way he wants. Ikimlemea, he'll come. Daddy, my car. Daddy, my car, you see? Akitaka kufix, the times you hold it, unaona amechukua anaanza kulia. No, let kids be kids. But as a boy, I'll build him the way my kinsman held my hand. Ni baton tunapass.
Yes.
Of course, I want him to have a better life than me. I want him to be a better man than me. And I'm not saying I'm the man I want to be. I'm still learning. See, but he'd rather grow up a better version than me.
Yeah, that's deep. I hope one day he watches this podcast and
I hope.
And sees that you actually lived what you said. Anyway, man, it has been great hosting you here. Do you have any final words for our viewers?
For our viewers, we are talking about masculinity. Masculinity huku kila mtu ako na version yake. It's not about vile wewe ni mso, vile unafanya nini. Masculinity, it's about you yourself, especially men. Masculinity is about you yourself, how you carry yourself, how you do your things. You should be just with the decisions that you make. You should be able to live by the decisions that you make. Usifanane mtu ama usifanye kitu juu mtu fulani anafanya. Masculinity is about you growing up. If you're having a family, taking care of a family. If you're having siblings or people you are taking care of, people looking up to you, be the best man they can be. Be a role model. Like some will grow up, alikuwa anasema he wants to take the religious way. I also say that, right? But he stuck to that. You see, he stuck to that. That's masculinity in a way. He knew he wanted to do that. Na ameenda hivyo full force. See, there's a saying, I think I read it in high school, manasema, for a man, you should pick a road. Say, pick a path and go hard. Mpaka ni moshi inatoka nyuma. See, that's what this guy did. Mimi nilisema nitafuata, then my path ilikuwa kwingine.
Yeah, and you're doing well in that.
Yeah, we're trying. So masculinity is about being yourself, knowing what you are doing, being just with the decisions that you make, and being comfortable. Usifanane mtu, usipishane na mtu. You just master yourself, master your emotions, how to control them. Yeah, and sticking to traditions. Let's stick to traditions. Do what you're supposed to do at the right now. Usisahau Mungu. Saja uokolea. Upendo usipende saja yako. Hata kama umtambui, kumbuka yeye ndiye anafanya unapumua leo. You are seeing this postcard.
Sure.
So let's all be grateful to everyone. Let's be human beings. Let's be human beings. Being grateful for anything. Hata kutana msema ambe, hey, thanks. Mtu akikusongea kwa barabara ambe thanks. To me, that's masculinity.
Thank you, Manu. That has been great. And it's my prayer and hope that we keep building, we keep learning about masculinity, we keep building ourselves, and we keep being men.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you learned. I hope you got something, and I hope you'll keep pushing forward. And if you loved what we did, then kindly remember to give us a like, subscribe if you haven't, and share this video with your friends who you think this video can be helpful to them. Manu, thank you so much, man. I'm grateful.
Thank you so much.
I hope to see you again.
Yeah.
We
should.
Yeah. That has been all for today. I hope I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, peace.
Peace.